Hi, welcome to a Let's Play of Sonic Adventure 1, I guess. I really like this game, and I know a lot of people don't, but I guess we'll get into that. Um, I don't know, I know that a lot of people think this game sucks, but it's weird to me where it was like overhated and now it's underrated. I don't know, overrated and now it's underrated, but I guess we'll figure that out together. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's start the game, actually. So we're gonna start with Sonic, as probably you would be able to guess. Okay, let's get started, I guess. My mic's a bit fucked up for the record. It, like, does weird shit with S's. I'm working on it. But it's gonna be a thing for this video, I guess. But I hope it's not too big of an annoyance. Fuck. I always miss that jump. But, the jumps in this game are kind of hard sometimes. Like, come on. Okay. I think people do exaggerate a bit when they say how bad this game is aged. Like, people act like it's the fucking worst thing. Like, there's games from this era that have aged worse than this or just as bad as this that people love. And I feel like it's just a bit unfair to, like, say this game is aged so bad that it ruined everything instead of, when there's other ones that have aged just as bad. Like, I feel Crash 1 has aged worse, and, like, Mario 64 has aged worse in some areas or whatever than Sonic Adventure 1. But it is weird that it starts with a desert level. Like, that's always been weird to me whenever I've played this game or whatever. Fuck. Nope. I forgot you can get, juggled or whatever. But I also forgot there's no checkpoints. At least not on level 1. But it doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay, we're good. I think we're good anyways. I gotta remember you can't roll into enemies, which is weird, but I mean, I guess there's precedent for it in some of the Game Gear games. I want to say that some of the Game Gear games also don't let you roll into enemies or whatever, but it's been a hot minute since I played any of those, so. Oh, Screen Crunch. Isn't that everyone's favorite? I hate that you can get juggled, dude. No wonder you start with 5 lives in this game. But yeah, I don't know what's up with my mic. I forgot that happens. Um, yeah, like, my mic's just fucked up. I'm gonna have to get a new one. The issue is, like, my headset works fine, and I'm one of those fuckers. It's like, but the headset works fine, and I don't want to get a new headphones thing if my headset works fine. But, like, I guess I have to deal with it or whatever. I don't know. Okay. I could I could borrow my partner's, I guess, but you know, it's difficult. I don't know. I don't like borrowing things from people. I could borrow my partner's headphones while I'm recording, and they would not care. But, like, I don't know. I always dislike borrowing things from people or whatever, and I'm just, I don't know. I just have a thing for it or whatever. But that's fine. We got a game over, but we're good. We can keep trying. I juggled some. That's actually kind of cool. I juggled on some enemies or whatever. I wish this was Mario so I can get extra life that way or whatever. But nah, it's fine. Oh God. Yeah, I'll probably borrow my partner's headset if I don't get new headphones while I'm recording. It's just hard and weird. It's not weird. I don't know why I'm saying that. Their headphones work better than mine. My headphones, like, they're expensive. They're expensive headphones or whatever. It's just that the fucking cat bit through them. They bit through, like, the microphone. The headphone parts work fine. They work great, actually. God, jumping in this game has not aged well. I'll give the people that. It's fine. I managed to make it to the... Why can't I get this ring? Okay. I guess there is some invincibility or something. It's just weirdly not telegraphed or something. Screen crunch is always a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna start save stating. I'm actually gonna start save stating because we need that. So, let's save state, and then we should be good. And then I'll never get, like, have to redo the earlier section again at least. You know. I'm not invincible. Oh, well, that was lucky. That was unbelievably lucky. Look at this cute little Sonic sprite, by the way. I think it actually is kind of cute. I forgot that Sonic Adventure 1 does not have checkpoints, which is still weird to me. I should also stop saying words that have the S sound in them because of my headphones. That would be actually like a good idea for me to do. But you know me, I don't make good ideas. I don't. What? It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We might actually beat the entire game in one video. I might split this into 2 videos though. We'll see. Okay. Oops. I fucked up with that. So let's load that save state and let's continue on our journey, I guess. I don't know. Why sometimes the rings don't pick up. Did it not? I don't. Okay, I guess that's fair. I mean, like I said, this game is fine. This game is aged really well for something that was released in like 1983, and I think people are just mean to it. I mean, Mario wasn't out yet, and for Mario not being out yet, this is pretty good. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. People are just overreacting, and it's not. Sonic Adventure 1 is not bad. Sonic Adventure 1 is actually aged really well, and there's no issues with it. You know, sometimes platforms don't spawn, but I mean, it was not, it was like, you know, it's acceptable for the time that this game was released. I don't know. In general, people over-exaggerate how bad Sonic is, where like games that are perfectly fine are considered the worst things ever made, and because they're Sonic games or whatever. Like, I still think Sonic Forces is fine or whatever. Like, it's not great, it's not like one of my favorites of all time or anything, but people were like, this game is insufferable, and it's not at all. And I don't see how anyone can think that it is. You know, sometimes platforms don't spawn multiple times in a row, and I think that's actually kind of cool because it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you guessing as to what's gonna happen, and as to what's going on in general. You know? Like, ooh, it actually spawned this time. That's kind of cool because it makes you feel like you just got insanely lucky. Like, wow, dude, that's the same feeling as finding a shiny Pokemon in a game before they were too easy to get to matter, or whatever. You know, like it makes you feel good. Like, hell yeah, I got the lucky thing. It's like drawing the perfect hand in Yu-Gi-Oh, or never drawing your Garnet or whatever. It's just like that. It's you know, and sometimes platforms despawn and they fall without any differentiators between it, and sometimes you break through the floor like that, and you just have to appreciate. It just makes you appreciate what came after, you know? Like this makes me appreciate the lesser Sonic games more because like they've made a big leap between games or whatever, and I think they tried their best with it, and I think it's fine. And I'm not angry at all. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know. You know, sometimes enemies take multiple bounces, and I think that's cool because again, it keeps you on your toes. It makes it so you have to pay attention. You can't just mindlessly play this game or whatever. There's so many games, even Sonic games, where you can just mindlessly play them, and this is not one of those. This is a game where you have to pay attention at all times, and it's just built different, I guess, as the kids say. Um, and it's fine. You know, yeah, sometimes platforms don't spawn, or they spawn after you're already dead, and it's fine. Oh god. Oh, okay, the platform's fine. I'm actually gonna save state again after this run. Assuming the platforms spawn in, because sometimes they just don't, you know? Like sometimes they just don't spawn at all, and you can't always um, see that coming or not, or anything like that, you know. It's how it is. We're probably gonna go until I hit. We're probably gonna go until I hit like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending. The one thing I will say that has aged poorly, in my opinion, is the slipperiness. Because because it just, I don't know, there's a bit of slipperiness where like you don't stop when you press stop. Like I'm gonna stop running. He still went for a little bit, you know? Unless you do light taps when you move like this, then you're gonna. Huh? You know, sometimes the game works in your favor, and sometimes you blow it when the game works in your favor. But I mean, you know, don't all games do that every now and then? Name one video game that exists in this world or any other where there are no glitches. There are no despawning platforms or falling through things or getting stuck in walls or hitboxes not working or controls being shit or slipperiness or tiny platforms or enemies that you can't hit from below that are in the air that you have to hit from below that or juggle you with spike, like there's no without an invincibility frame, so you die the second you touch spikes because you get juggled and go into the spikes multiple times, or hitboxes that don't let you collect rings even though you've run over them like 30 times, or platforms not despawning and it being so consistent with its despawning that it happens multiple times in a row, or falling through platforms. That's another one that happens in every game. You know, like every game that has any heart put into it at all goes through that, and it's just something we're gonna have to deal with. You know, sometimes you can't even beat level 1. Sometimes it's a nightmare to get through level 1, but it's the destination, not the journey. You know, and sometimes just sometimes you sometimes games make you want to jump into a vat of acid and burn alive, or get eaten by wolves or something, because that's a preferable experience to playing the game. And I think that gives it a unique factor that other games wish that they had. But it's fine because we're gonna save state right here, and it's all gonna be good because we never have to do that section again, and we're gonna be able to beat this level, and it's gonna be cool and fun and epic, you know. Like kids don't even say epic anymore, and it's still gonna be that. I also love when the spin dash doesn't work because I think newer games make you rely on the spin dash too much or whatever. Like back 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 in Sonic 1, we didn't have a spin dash, and this is going back to the classics, but it's still giving you the option to use the spin dash or whatever if you need it to comfort you, but it doesn't do anything. And I think that's actually really cool game design and clever level design in general, or whatever. It's just really interesting as a whole. I'm gonna save state here actually, because I think this part's actually really tough. It's still fair. It's still fair. It's just pretty dang tough, you know? Like you have to bounce on enemies correctly, and there's platforms that are falling all over the place, and I don't know. It's just really tough. I always love the little elongated crab. What is it? Is it just it's Clauncher, right? It's like a claw. No, the Clauncher's a Pokemon. It's I think they're just called claws. I don't remember. Sonic enemies. Also, there was still no checkpoint. If you notice, it's making you do it all in one go, which I think is actually like bold of them to try to increase the difficulty, because Sonic games are for babies, and they're. I also love when the game crashes. Sometimes the game crashes terribly. and it's just